Hey guys, another video from the Philippines. I hope everybody is okay. So, I am absolutely disappointed. I can't tell you how disgusted I am because of the UK. I grew up thinking the UK, and I was brought up thinking the UK was one of the best countries in the world. And obviously, compared to some countries, it definitely is. Why do you think people are trying to break in to the country in the thousands every day? But what the hell has happened lately? I can't fathom how bad it's gone. Now, when I originally left the UK, was it because of the politics or anything like that, the financial situation? It was just more because of the weather. I honestly feel like I got seasonal depression. So, if you don't know what that is, just basically you need more sunlight. That's how I would like to say it is. There's probably more of a technical term than that, but yeah, I can wholeheartedly say that was the reason I left. And when I left, it was to go to Thailand, just because of how beautiful the weather is. Obviously, you know what I mean. It's like the meme from Dodgeball, Ben Stiller. I know, and you know I know. I've just completely destroyed that. But if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But what I'm trying to say is that was the only reason why I left. I just saw that the grass was greener on the other side in Thailand. So I'm like, yeah, this is me. I'm gonna make a life. I've got to find a way to get there. But what the hell has happened lately? So things, what's it called now? Inflation's gone through the roof. Things just cost absolutely ridiculous amounts from just 10 years ago. That's how bad it's gone. I saw a video yesterday and it really put a down in my day of like this guy in London. Yes, London's more pricier, but he was, I'm sure he said he was something on the lines of he was on 40k and his rent or a 2-bedroom apartment was like £1,300 a month. How can you justify that? Rent, just absolutely nonsense. And that was just rent. You're not talking about utilities. And so-called the UK has got one of the worst energy, or the most highest cost for energy in the world. So you add up on that. I think he said without a car, it's like £2,000 a month. My last job, I think I was just shy off 100 quid off that. So just absolutely disgusting. And I think what's really topped me over the edge to make this video was what's recently happened with the woman who's got locked up for 2.5 years for a tweet. What are we doing? What are we doing when we're locking people up for tweets? So-called the amount of people that are getting locked up per day is like 30 people a day for like social media crimes. I like, where do we go from here? We've gone from the biggest empire in the world to this state that just locks people up for their opinion online. It's just insanity. It really is insanity. It's sad. Because I got brought up thinking that the UK was the best country in the world, and the reason why I had such a love for the UK is because when I was younger, I got moved to Zimbabwe for 2 years, and in them 2 years, I saw real hardship, and I was only 9, and I'll never forget it. I kissed the ground coming back to England at that point, and when I came back, it was roughly around about 1998, 1999, so it was nowhere near the level what it is like right now in regards to costs, dating, political issues, etc. Nowhere near. It's like night and day. I remember being the only brown guy in my. How times have changed. How times have changed. But I think when I first saw the downfall, because you don't really see it. Like I was never into politics or anything like that, and now I watch them on a daily basis. And I remember when lockdown happened, and again, I was never into politics. I didn't care about it. I couldn't even tell you who the Prime Minister was. When Brexit happened, I was like, I knew that happened because everybody was making a big deal about it. But at that point, I didn't even think about it. I didn't go out. I think I slept that day. So, yeah, I've never been a political guy. But after him, I met were opened. Like, I remember when he was going to lock us all down, and yeah, it's just 2 weeks. And I remember thinking to myself, nah, the UK citizens never going to I'm just going to tell you F off. You know what I mean? We're not going to do that. I just laughed. Oh, yeah. I really saw what the UK people were like at that point. I was shocked. It turned into bloody communist China at that point. People, oh, you got to wear a mask. I honestly thought at that point, I didn't realise how stupid people were. Honestly, like common sense isn't common. That's an absolute truth. They scared people into submission, and I didn't think that was even possible from the UK. Because when I was growing up, like one of my first jobs was to work in a pub, and obviously you get very down to earth people, and they used to, they tell you what you think, etc., etc. Yeah, as soon as this happened, as soon as lockdown happened, where was them guys? Where were the people saying, I'm not doing this? And to tell the truth, I just carried on. No, I was devastated for once because they closed all the gyms at the time. But yeah, I remember someone telling me, yeah, they're closing the gyms tonight. I was like, nah, I don't believe the news. That's just silly. Yep, yeah, it actually happened. To think about it for a second, for about 2 years, they had us in our houses locked up. In our freaking houses, they locked us up. They told us where we couldn't go. They told us who we could speak to for something that I'm still to this day in disbelief. I'm not big, like one of the reasons why I grew my hair is because I couldn't get a bloody haircut. I just thought, well, this is my opportunity to grow my dreads. So I obviously made wine out of water with that situation, but I couldn't believe it. I honestly couldn't believe it. So that was the start of it. That was the start of like, wait a minute. What I thought was real was this complete lie. And then when you start to do your own, fact checking, and you into more multiple sources of like the news, you're like, oh my God, they're all scripted under one. Someone's telling all these guys, you say this, you say this about this person, this statement, etc. You will go. This is your agenda. This is what you will say. And I can't believe it. And then, yeah, this with the person who got locked up for 2.5 years for her tweets, Lucy Connolly. That in itself, and she didn't even. If you read what she said, yeah, it's not the best thing. Do you know what I mean? But I'm sure if it was the other side, if you get what I mean, I'm sure they've said far worse than that. UK, honestly, like, rest in peace, because I don't know how you like this. The amount of times I've seen YouTube channels saying, I will never go back to the UK, or UK's done, or leave while you can, is unbelievable. And it just gets you thinking, like, what are they doing to us? Like, what really, really shocked me, at this point, we're just so battered with so much news. They just turn bad news into just white noise at this point. Where I want to say boat people, they just get benefits. Like, they just literally go to our country. I'm sure it's not as simple as that, but come in. Oh, here's your X amount of money that you're going to receive. Here's your, your clothing allowance, your housing. You'll be put up in a 4-star hotel. And there you go. Yeah. I think we have a moment of silence, because this is just sad. This is genuinely a sorry state of affairs. Now, I don't really end the video on that note, but where do we, like genuinely, where do we go from here? Like, because whoever we vote in seems to be exactly the same. And from what I'm hearing about the new party, Reform, do you know what I mean? Like, they just could be another clone of the last couple. The two-party state. So I don't know. I really don't know. I would say leave, but where to? How? You got family. So I don't know. I know what I did. So yeah. But anyway, hopefully I've not put much of a downer on your day. If you would like, like, subscribe, the old YouTube thing. And if you like, if you agree, or if you want to challenge what I've said, put a comment underneath. Sorry guys.